Take two, bitches.
That was me talking.
So,
Yeah.
we're back.
Are we back or are we just here? Because it's the first time here.
No, we're back.
Alright, fuck it. We back.
Like we never left.
Yeah.
Like we never even got here.
New Horizons.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Not
Thank you.
sponsored by Stag, but it would be good to be.
I fucking wish. Stag, hit us up. Get in while we're in our infancy.
Yeah. So what's on the agenda?
I don't know. We forgot to talk about whatever topics we were going to talk about tonight before we press record.
And you know, I was about to say I had an idea. Instead of recording an episode, maybe we do an intro or explain how we arrive at where we at right now. How do we get here?
On this show or like each episode or like in general for the beginning?
No, like let this be the first release. Like
Yeah.
us explaining how you ended up where you are right now. Not in terms of life,
No, yeah.
but
You're sitting in the seat.
yeah. How did you end up in front of this mic? Pause on that.
Yeah. So one of
Maybe
the
get some
things-
shares.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
We should probably not necessarily script that, but have an
A
idea.
plan. Yeah.
Because I have no idea how the fuck I got here.
Yeah, nah, but like we could freestyle it now.
We could.
You know. I guess explain this is me interviewing you on your podcast. Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, what fueled your desire, I guess, to start a podcast, or what motivated you or encouraged you to go down this path?
I might be able to answer that. It's a great question. It all started thought-wise. I was talking to my pops. I don't know. I was just looking for something to get into, and I had the whole coffee thing going initially, and
We'll touch back on the coffee in a bit.
yeah. Don't worry, but we're gonna get that. So that was the whole thing, and it kind of fizzled out a little bit. I kind of want to go further into that, but it's financial things that are involved. But I was thinking of something. I was looking for something, and I started watching all these YouTube videos just in general, right? So this, a whole bunch of famous YouTubers and stuff. And, we always got Joe Rogan, listening to Joe Rogan. Then I started listening to other, like, Spotify podcasts. And some of the stuff they were talking, like Joe Rogan, he's obviously high profile, right? So he's got these crazy guests, Cameron Haynes, I don't know, Jim Carrey, whoever the hell he wants to have on there, he can have on there. Yeah, exactly. But these other podcasts, it's just people, like literally just talking shit, like random everyday people.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine had one a long time ago. His kind of fizzled out. It was him and his brother, which is pretty good actually, but I don't know what happened. And then Amir had one. They're supposed to be starting back up, and I'm like, you know what? It's not that difficult. Like it's not a difficult thing to do to just talk to somebody. It'd be cool if we have guests on. That's great. We can talk to them, get their insight and stuff. And that was one of the ideas. I had other ideas. I still have other ideas, like other things that I might want to do. I was thinking about starting like a YouTube, like an interview channel, right? So go to different areas in my area, right? In whatever highly populated areas, and just get some release forms drawn up by a lawyer. Just put up a sign. Hey, do you want to answer, 10 questions about XYZ topic, and whatever is the flavor of the month. So right now it's Roe v. Wade. I would go that route with that. Or I wanted to start another one, like where I go business to business, like private owned businesses. So like I go to Muhammad at the Chicken Shack or over at the
ice cream store
or something like that, and just talk to them like, hey, how does business get started? XYZ. And the benefit for them is they get exposure. They get to be seen. They get to their address is obviously going to be put out there. Hey, come get some ice cream, blah blah blah, and go from there. And just talk to like private business owners. It don't even have to be like a restaurant or something. It could be anything, whatever private thing you got going on. My cousin's into flipping or getting houses and stuff. Cool. He's got a couple houses. That's how he makes money. My dad's trying to flip houses. All right, well, let's go with that route then. Tell me how you got here from there. Basically, like the question you just asked me, I'd be asking other people.
Yeah.
And I figured the YouTube, we had already spoken about, not YouTube, the Spotify podcast. We spoke about that before with the rest of the squad. And I just asked, hey, thinking about seriously going into this podcast thing. Who's down? Who's got the time? You raise your hand. Here we are. Piece by piece, just got the equipment.
All right, good.
Yeah.
So you would say that mostly, I guess, what really push you to do it is like the thought of seeing other people doing it, and I guess just wanting to hear other people's opinion on certain topics.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured I talked to myself so much, I might as well share some of that and talk to others. So.
Yeah. Makes sense. No, I think it's a good idea, you know, especially with how the things going in the world today.
Yeah.
Like there's so much things that happen, and sometimes it just blow by, cause like, you know, people living their life just, you know, like a serious schedule where you go to work, you come home, you know, go to sleep, wake up, go to work.
Yeah.
And like sometimes people don't really discuss the matters at hand because they think it don't concern them. You know, but it's good to talk about stuff and at least get your point of view. And that way, you know, you could disagree, but it doesn't mean that, you know, you're enemies.
Yeah.
But it's always good to hear somebody else's point of view, so it could shed some light on a situation that you might not have viewed that in that way. But it's always good to talk about different stuff, you know?
Yeah, and even on a, like with facts, like, you know, you think you know something about a topic, somebody else comes on and they give you another piece of information it's like true, like, no, this is verified facts, and that could adjust your opinion a little bit, like, I didn't know that, you know? Well,
yeah.
That's what having conversations is. If you think about it, when you go to college, you go for these higher education courses and you go to a philosophy class, half the philosophy class or theology, whatever you want to go with, half of the class is literally having a conversation with the professor.
Yeah.
Like outside of like the STEM program, science, technology, engineering, math, outside of those classes, everything else is a conversation with another person.
Yeah.
And them sharing the knowledge that they have, being the professor, with you, the inexperienced student, and you formulating opinions from that. That's what philosophy is.
Yeah.
It's thought.
So that's a good point. Like you know, like how you mentioned, like, you know, you intend to have guests and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's a good way to, I guess, like Joe Rogan, for example. He bring people on for stuff he's interested in, or even stuff that he's ignorant to. But by the end of the episode, he will have more knowledge on it. And because he's so popular, more people will be able to get some insight on a specific topic, or even a specific individual. You get a way to see how they think, or, you know, just how their brain function
100%.
with different situations, or, you know.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good idea. And just like, I don't know if you remember when we was in back in the day, me, you, and Chris in work, just, you know, sit and talk for a while.
Exactly.
Just like chopping it up on just like shit, because at that time it was a crazy time, you know. A lot of shit had changed in all our life, you know, everybody in general, you know, the pandemic and all of this bullshit. And because of social media, shit was getting shared and like exposed way more than usual.
Yeah.
So it was like, you know, like everything was like so easily heard of in a sense. So it was like a chain reaction, so to say, you know?
Yeah, and we were already having those conversations, and depending on what the topic was, some would be a little more personal than others, but it could also be seen as therapeutic, dude.
Yeah, no, it is,
Just sit there and talk about some shit. Just bust it up with the guys, or if you're going through something, run it by your boys. Yo, what do you think about this? Nah, bro, you tripping. Or, I don't know, man. Actually, yeah, you're probably right on that one.
Yeah.
You know, it just definitely helps to see another side.
Yeah, nah, definitely. And, you know, like I said, Chris said he was going to try and come through. It would have been good to have him here too, you know, just to chop it up a little bit. But,
nah, we going to get him.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, you know, based on the people you know, I guess asking people questions on this type of basis, I guess, is easier than just, you calling somebody and be like, you just asking them random questions. In this environment, it makes it a little less tense and,
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
it's,
for sure.
it makes it a bit easier to, I guess, ask the hard questions.
Oh yeah.
Not like you're trying to pry into people's life and, find out, what they do to survive, but just in general, and like somebody might have a business and you want to ask them questions or, different stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like those conversations can help a lot of people. I know some gentlemen that are younger than us, young men I would call them, I guess. And
I a young man too, eh? I real young.
is a youth man and a young man the same thing?
Nah, I a youth man. Actually. Correction. I a youth man.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, but I feel like there's some younger guys out there that could use, someone to talk to.
Yeah.
Or at least someone to express themselves in a way where they're expressing themselves. Because as I grew up, like for the past 10 years, let's just say by my 20s in general, when I hear older people talk and, go through stuff, it's like, not to say I've already had that experience, but I've had that thought already. But I didn't know where to take that thought. Like I haven't had enough life experience to play that thought out.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a great place to be like, yo, I'm 20 years old and I'm listening to these guys, and you know what, yo, I just went through that with a girl, blah blah blah. And like, damn, I didn't see it from that perspective. All I thought about was XYZ. Of course you did, because you were younger and no one's faulting you for that. But this is a way you may want to think about it in order to mature yourself.
Yeah. Nah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Like so for me, I think what you say is like ideal, because you learn a lot from people who experience certain things, like the elders, so to say. And not to say that somebody got to be older than you to have experienced something that you didn't, or could teach you a lesson about something that you don't know, because somebody could be going through some shit that's younger than you too.
Yeah.
That you don't know about. So
Absolutely.
it's good to like get that little, I guess, conversation going, and just talk about experiences and just life in general.
Yeah, for sure. So, what made you raise your hand to my podcasting idea in general?
In general,
Yeah.
I just see my boy wanted to do something, so I just wanted to help out.
This my fucking guy, yo. I swear. People of America, this is my boy right here, yo. I swear.
No, I just wanted to help out, like, I like when I see people trying to do shit, like I try to do a million different things. I might stick to everyone, but,
Yeah.
you're not going to know how good you are at something unless you try it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that about you. You're not a, I don't know about that kind of guy. Like you're like, nah, fuck it, let's try it. Let's, like, you need help, fuck it, I'm gonna help you. Whatever the case is, like, you want to do something, let's do it. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah, like I tell you, like, they say YOLO, you only, fucking live once, but you really only die once. You got every day you fucking wake up. Could we cuss on you?
We just did.
Alright, fuck it. Yeah, like you only die once. You got every day to live. Once your eyes open in the morning and you can fucking get up and go do something, you have a chance to live and do something different.
Yeah.
And like I feel like this is me. This is how I think. They're up in this country, because I'm not from here, obviously. But there's so much shit going on.
Tell the people in America where you're from.
I from Trinidad and Tobago. One country, two islands.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that on another time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But I feel like, so much shit happens the life here is so fast paced.
Yeah.
Compared to where I come from, is like you don't really have that time to sit down and think. And when I say sit down, I don't mean like just sit and think, but like just reflect on everything. And I feel like, especially with the career my wife have, like I could see certain things different when she talk about certain stuff. It's good to sit down and reflect, take some time for yourself.
Yeah.
And just conversating with people a little bit, if that's a word. Like it's good to do that, because, like you keep shit bottled up and it's gonna fucking bother you until you can't deal with it no more, So I feel like back to the point of like helping you or trying to be there for you when you wanted to do this. I think mostly I just wanted to see you do something different. And if you have an idea, if I can help, I'ma help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think this is a dope idea. You never know. This shit could turn into something big.
Yeah.
You know, it could stay local.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, you're doing something you wanted to do, you know? Like, a lot of people just have a lot of vision, a lot of dreams, and they never chase the dream. You know, a lot of people just want to do stuff but don't do it.
Yeah.
And I feel like the life in this country is designed to kind of keep you in a certain, like a fucking repetitive motion. You know, like same thing I was saying, like you wake up, you go to work, you come home.
Yeah.
You know, you might do a little shit on the weekend, but it's only 2 fucking days
Yeah.
for the weekend, you know. If you have a regular job up here, it's like, when do you get time for yourself? You know, then you got family. If you're trying to stay social, it's hard to balance your time.
Yes, it is.
So when you could chase something for yourself, something that you passionate about, or at least think you are, then if I can help anybody, I would try to help, you know. Because, like I said, you know, up here, I coming from a different place, I guess I got a different view on certain things because I live most of my life elsewhere. So being here now, even like when I just got here, it was a drastic change. You know, and I see myself fall into the groove here and like the repetitive lifestyle and getting sunky into the system now.
Yeah.
So now it's like, you know, sometimes when you're around certain people, you get exposed to same, like we said, like different things and different opinions.
Mm-hmm.
So like between you and everybody else who I was hanging out with, from here I see certain things and I feel like, you know, it have a lot of ways to lose yourself in this country, and it have a lot of ways to excel in this country. And right in between both of them is a lot of fucking ways you're gonna stay in the same position, just fucking stagnant. So I feel like, you know, if somebody wanna try something, then if I can help, even if I can't fucking help, I might say yeah, I'll help. Just to give that motivation, you know, like you might be like, fuck yo, this mother can't help me. I'll fucking do it myself. And then maybe that might just be the push you need, you know.
Yeah.
Not that I'm pushing you, but you had your mind set on doing it. You build up that confidence to do something. But even if I can't come through or like wherever, your mind already get pushed to the point where you want to fucking do it. So you're like, all right, I'm going to do this regardless, with or without him or whoever.
You're already taking that first step.
Yeah, you know, because like, you know, some people, like I said, just want to do stuff, but they don't. You know, and for whatever reason, you know, for me, mostly it's like time. Time and, I guess, commitment. I got commitment issues. You know? So, with that being said, like, if you could get somebody...
you got commitment issues and you married?
that is another topic for another day. But, you know, like, if I can help, then I help, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes you just need that one push, wherever it is. Like, you know, like, we used to do mechanics before. Yeah. You know, sometimes you might want to fucking, for me at least, sometimes I don't want to touch my fucking car. Shit, but just the happiness after when you see the, not even see the before and after, but experience the before and after is a rewarding feeling, you know?
That whole process.
Yeah, and I did like a million different fucking things in my life, you know, so I know how it feels to like feel accomplishment for small wins, you know, it makes a big difference, the little things. So if you could do something, I say go ahead and fucking try. And in this country, like, it has so much fucking things you could do, so much things. And like you said, you know, you start off with the vision, you used to see these things, you watch these podcasts, and you wanted to try it yourself. Mm-hmm. Fuck it, do it, you know. Right. Like your boy Jovan, he's telling me, like, with the shit he's helping me with, he's like, yo, you miss every shot you don't take, you know, or whatever the fuck he say. I guess, you know, if
that's it, that's the same.
If you don't try, then, you know, how the fuck you gonna know how you gonna do if you don't try, you know.
Yeah.
So, but
nice.
Definitely, if you have a vision, I say, like, try to come up with a plan to do it. You know, like, you could try and fail, but at least you try.
Tried.
Yeah.
Have that experience. We're going to pause for 1 second. That's bothering me. My OCD is kicking in. I'm going to throw that in the freezer. I'll be right back.
So what the fuck is you talking about? You should just eat that shit.
Nah, son, I ain't eating no fucking ice cream on camera.
We gonna release it with a different clip. A picture of the what you call that thing? The snapper.
Yeah, we can call it the snapper. Yeah, a little fishing.
Yeah,
fishing
we just
terminology.
fucking put it on the be like cut it, and you know they had the fucking lines in the screen. You know, like back home.
Blur out.
Yeah, you know when you know these colors here.
Mm.
Back home, you know, we didn't have cable all the time. So when you turn on a fucking channel, all you see is the blue, the purple, the red, and green lines.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck, nothing to watch on the TV. Because we only had 3 channels. So we would just put that screen, that color screen, you know, while eating the ice cream, we would talk. We would turn on the mic a little bit so we hear you fucking snapping. But yeah. Nah, but that's the scene. That's a good scene. I say, you know, I think, you know, enough people, like, you can have some decent episodes, especially, you know, with the little circle you have, the people you know throughout your years here and stuff.
Yeah.
I think you should get some decent interviews. Like I say, I hear for wherever you need help with. Obviously, you know, just scheduling. I guess I eat home, so you know,
Yeah.
we always hanging out or wherever. It's just, you know, getting everybody to meet on the same schedule. But
Yeah.
as time go by, I think, you know, it will
We'll find a
progress good.
groove.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
The only thing is, like, you know, well, for me personally, I had to start on something, and you know, sometimes you lose interest,
Yeah.
but you gotta keep it exciting, you know. If you have somebody there with you, like pushing you or reminding you and shit, like you say, like you need somebody to hold you accountable.
Yeah.
You know, that is make it a little less stressful for yourself, because you're not putting all the pressure on yourself. You have somebody that might remind you, you know,
Mhm.
so you're not feeling that guilty. You have somebody that might remind you before you get to that point.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, life gets fucking hectic,
Oh yeah.
and, you know, everybody gotta live.
Yeah. Especially with the way shit is going today.
Yeah. Crazy times too, you know. We living in some crazy times right now.
I mean, not around there. Supreme Court stirring up a fucking storm. We got baby mamas flipping out all over the place,
Yeah.
posting it up.
You know what's wrong with both of that is, like, you know, since the fucking pandemic, it's like everybody went fucking mad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everybody lose a few screws. For real, it's like, you know, people, like, I guess, well, for me at least, I see how you could be here, even before, you could be here today and gone tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So people just don't give a fuck anymore, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, same thing like you, dog, like, yo, you starting this podcast, right? You know, this is your first recording, official recording or wherever, right? But you had the vision and you executed to the point where you're fucking recording now. You know, you went through a couple hurdles, changed equipment, blah, 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 whatever, but you made the progress, you know, baby steps, right? But it seems like some fucking people, log, like, they skipping the baby steps and just going straight, jumping in. Because, like, that shit you're talking about, we're like,
Full throttle.
yeah, it's mad scene.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's life.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
It's life.
Yeah.
But, what other questions I have for you? I guess, let me interview you.
Oh shit.
How far do you see this thing going, or how far would you like it to go? If you say as far as it could go, I end this episode here, because that's the most generic answer.
Yeah. You're not wrong there. I guess. How far would I like it to go?
Mm-hmm.
It would be really dope. It'd be awesome if I could quit my job off of this. That would be great if it could become that popular. I am more of a pessimist / realist, somewhere in the middle of there.
Nothing is real.
Fuck, easy there. It's just put the stack down. Shit. Nah, but I think it would be dope if this could turn into some sort of, you know, secondary income.
You could put a monetary value on it.
Yeah, some sort of monetary value for sure. That'd be great.
Yeah.
And go from there. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with it either way.
Yeah.
I'm having fun. That's the important thing.
That's the most important thing, you
I
know?
don't do enough of that. I laugh a lot, but that's because I'm forcing myself to try to have fun. I don't genuinely have fun very often, so
I think I gotta take you to Trinidad and Tobago.
yeah, I need a longer stay than just a
Not
week.
send you, but take you. Don't tell you go and have some fun. I had to go with you. That is the key.
Yeah,
Go with
that
you.
might be
Take
it.
you.
That might be it. Almost died like 4 times.
But you know now they say you don't need a COVID shot or a test to come in.
Yeah.
Starting Friday.
Yeah.
This Friday. You don't even need a test.
Mm.
So you just come through. That is what they're saying. Just come through. You know, COVID, the cases going down. People fighting it off.
Mm-hmm.
They pull back all these strong doses of the virus. It's only the weak ones are lying out now. It's a flu, it's a cold. But yeah, so yeah, I think that's the most important thing. Wherever you do, you gotta have fun.
Yeah.
Most important. That's some fun. Because that was take the stress off, or I don't know, what did they say up here? To get the monkey off your shoulder. That is that saying.
I've heard that before as well.
But
yeah.
what the monkey does be
I
doing?
don't fucking know. Scratching at your back or some shit. Picking bugs out of your hair.
Yeah.
Fuck if I know.
Nah, but yeah, like I just tell these guys I work to, I was be like, yo, whatever the fuck you doing, just have fun, you know, enjoy the ride. But you know, it's hard when you got responsibilities.
Yeah.
And like this morning, I driving to work and I talking to mother and I telling she like, yo, like it's crazy because you know it's hear your parents say certain things and it's be like, fuck, I want to experience this shit myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell she, I say, yo, I feel like a pair dog is just. I didn't call my mother dog, but I'm talking to you now.
Should hope not.
Yeah, I was like, yo, you know, up here I feel it's just go, go, go,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
like Trinidad is like that fast pace, you know. You had to be a shark to survive in Trinidad.
Mm.
And Tobago, you could be a fucking Nemo. You could just chill on the reef. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I spent a lot of years of my life in Tobago
Uh-huh.
because my mother moved to Tobago because it's more relaxed. That is paradise, you know.
Yeah.
So
like you're working in a different time zone, like
Yeah.
actual,
no, we talking about that because I tell my mother, I say, yo, sometimes I leave home, I go to work. By the time I get back home, after traffic and everything, if I don't leave a certain time, you know,
Yeah.
then it's like, yo, by the time I come home, I tired because I face traffic for an hour for a 20-minute drive.
Dude,
You know, if it have an accident, forget about it. I might as well just cancel the day.
you probably 15 miles from work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like sometimes if I miss the 287 exit and it have an accident, I had to sit down in the accident. You know, but at the end of the day is what we had to do for money, you know,
Yeah.
and like you say, if this could push you to the point where you could earn a second income and you don't have to go slave for nobody, you
Mhm.
know, like you could maintain doing something like this for yourself, then I would say, you know, do that.
Yeah.
Like you could try a million different things to make money in this country, literally.
Mhm. Keep
And,
going.
yeah.
Half of them, if you get your paperwork right, you can file bankruptcy and any debt. That ain't mine. I'm out. And move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, you know, keep mixing it up, but definitely gotta have fun.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Gotta have fun.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's hard. Fucking hell. Yeah, what else I had to ask you? So what I know you say, did you answer that? I feel like you answered that. Oh yeah, see if you could get it to support you
Yeah.
and
Monetary
be able
value,
to yeah.
secondary income type thing.
What about what direction you want it to go in terms of, do you want it to be more of a review podcast where you review current events, or do you want it to be a little bit of everything where you have random people come on, people you might know in your circle, or people who are interested or willing to do an interview or podcast, because it's going to be long. It's not really an interview. It's longer than a regular interview.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just want to, like Joe Rogan, just mix shit up.
Yeah.
Where, you know, you have somebody come on who's a fucking herbalist, or only into like weed and holistic shit, or you know, you have somebody who come in who's a vegan, want to talk about certain things, or you have somebody come in who into business.
What the fuck was half of those ideas when we were brainstorming? I got a vegan friend. I didn't even think about asking her. Shit.
Yeah, you know, shit like that. Like
Yeah.
that's how you want it to be, because you know, like they have. I see podcasts, like, because I watch a lot of podcasts too and listen to a lot of them. Like, I see, you know, people start off a certain way and then they kind of channel along a certain path and end up staying in that zone where they start off being more open to different topics and then they turn into a fucking political podcast.
Yeah.
All they talk about is politics, because that's like the easiest thing to talk about, you know, because it's like
changing every day.
every fucking week you have like 10 different topics to talk about. You would
Yeah.
never run out of shit to talk
Yeah.
about. But, you know, like, that is what I was saying. Like, you know, it's good to talk about things, but it's like, all that shit is like mainstream. You know, like, that is what they're feeding you every single day. So it's like, how do you, I guess, if let's just say you and your friends, right, you're hanging out, how do you interact with your friends without being on the same path that they're pushing you on? When I say they, like in general, like the media and stuff, you know, like, how do you like separate your life from what they want your life to be?
So that's a 2-part question.
Could be a 3-part too, because I asked a lot of questions in that
You
one
definitely
fucking
did.
thing. Yeah.
Let's work our way down. So the vision I see for this, I'm a very sporadic, random person. In my fraternity, every person who crossed has a nickname. My nickname was Impulse because throughout college, I just did shit the drop of a fucking, like, it was just random.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm drunk. Oh, fuck, I'll go on adventures.
No more stock for you?
Let me finish that now. But, yeah, so I definitely wanted it to be a type of kind of random, sporadic kind of thing. Something where you could just talk about whatever. I really,
Yeah.
I'd prefer not to talk too much on political events. I think what happens with a lot of people, and this is going into the other question, with their channels and their podcasts and things like that, they tend to start off broad, like you said, and start to narrow down. Not because, well, partially because with politics, it's always changing. There's always something to talk about. There's always new topics. And the other half is because that's kind of what people feed into right now. Like, everybody's so zoomed in on politics that if you're a content creator, why wouldn't you keep talking about politics?
Yeah, but you know what I think is interesting, or I guess a good way to explain this thing, or I guess have some type of discussion on it, right? Is like you could talk about politics without being affiliated with politics.
Yeah.
You know, like it seems like everybody just wants to pick a side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I see what you're
saying?
Yep.
And like then before you know it, you know, you're getting labeled as either you're right wing, left wing. You know, like, cause eventually you're gonna start. You subconsciously you're gonna pick a part.
Yeah.
You're gonna pick a side, so to say, right? And then before you know it, you mightn't realize, but then the viewer's gonna be like, "Yo, all this motherfucker does talk about is this one and this one and this one." You know, there's like it becomes repetitive because there's people that I watch. It's like, yo, I don't even want to watch them because I already know the view on is like they're biased now. You know?
Even if they're not biased, you know, whatever the topic they're about to talk about, you already know their opinion because they've already set themselves up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So it's like, you know, like at that point it's like, fuck, yo, do I even want to listen to this? You know what I'm saying? And like, I think with a podcast, or you know, with a venture like this, you should definitely like be open to everything.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
And I'm always open to have discussions. I have many discussions with people either on social media or in person where they are completely disagreeing with me.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll be a bit stubborn. Typically, I am stubborn, but other times it could just be, hey man, let's just talk about it. You know, I enjoy a good, for lack of a better way to put it, argument, because I don't want to say discussion too much, but sometimes you argue. Sometimes people get heated about things. You get passionate about stuff that you think you know a lot about. Everyone thinks they know a lot about something, especially from the average person's perspective. I think I know a lot about cars.
Yeah.
I barely scratched the fucking surface. Every time I watch Formula One, I learn something new about cars.
Yeah.
It's just that's just what it is. So if you come to somebody else and they have another level of knowledge, let's just say he grew up on, or he or she, they grew up in go karts or whatever. They might know something about cars I don't.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm gonna sit there and say, dude, braking does not work that way. That's not how you use it. That's not where the apex is. That's sorry if I'm throwing out things that people don't know. But they might be like, no, dude, actually, it's the other way. And maybe we could talk. Maybe if he explains it, or she, if they explain it well enough, I'll be like, motherfucker, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it was this way the whole time, and it was the exact. Yo, I love that moment where I could just say, "You son of a bitch, you got me." Like, how the fuck did I not know that this whole time?
Nah.
Yeah. So I think that's the direction I want to go in, and I also think that's what happens with a lot of channels and podcasts and different content creators. They just they get so wrapped up, and again, because they turn it into a main source of income. I know a lot of guys. I've watched their channel grow, or their podcast grow from it was nothing, it was just people in a basement, to, dude, we're here, X amount of time, we have sponsors that we have to record XYZ for, this, all that, and they just get so wrapped up in that they have to, like, this is now a job. I have to make money with this now.
Mm-hmm.
I've already quit my day job. This is my new source of income. Let's get serious. When you get serious, you take the fun out of it.
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying. It would be cool if we could get that kind of, that way of going about it, like some famous people have podcasts and they just talk about what the fuck they want and not give a fuck. One, because they're already famous, and two, because they already
they have multiple streams of income.
Exactly.
They're not dependent on their check from a sponsor or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the best way, like, I would say if you could, maintain your job and do this for a long time, at least till you can save some money, set up yourself good, and that way, like you said, do it, and you do it on your terms. Even if a sponsor try to jump on board, then they gotta abide by your terms, because they need you more than you need them. Like, I was fucking doing this before you came. You only here because you need me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a good way to
except for Stag, we need you. We need you. I'm sure.
Imagine
they
they send in a fucking case every week.
God, dude, what?
Then we gonna be drunk every time on an episode. Pull out that case. Pull out that case. Be like, nah, these guys ain't responsible at all.
Hammered, man. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah. I think that's good. What are questions I have for you? I think so. I asked you what direction.
Yeah, direction.
I guess what's the frequency? How do you wanna? What's your plan in terms of frequency? How do you wanna release to the public, to the general public?
Yeah.
How often, and also with that, where could people go and be able to see or hear your content? Yeah.
So in terms of where, we're going to be releasing on Spotify, as we've already said like a million times, YouTube as well, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts as well. Those are going to be our 4 main streaming sites. We might get into some others later. Those are just, obviously the 4 big mainstream ones. I don't know much about like kind of the other ones. Like, I don't even know if you can do Twitch without being live. I think Twitch is only live or something like that.
Yeah, I don't really know much about Twitch. I know it's something they do live, but I don't know.
A lot of gamers use it, but I'm like, I don't know if that's a route we could take. We'll look into that later. Patreon's another one where you can. It's kind of like an uncensored place to speak whatever you want. Maybe we could do some private releases there. I don't know, but definitely those 4 main ones right now, and also because they're free. And the frequency, so not sure about the length of each podcast or each video, if we will, split them up into segments, but we're definitely trying to release something probably twice a week minimum.
Yeah.
Just to, like, obviously we definitely want to start off hungry.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want to just release once a week and then we got the whole week and now, no one's really paying attention to us. No, it's not how you really get people in, but we also can't record every day of the week, right? We have lives.
Yeah.
So if we could find a way to get 2 episodes, depending on the length or whatever the case is, out a week to start, get our groove, maybe we can upgrade that to 3. And then maybe 4, and then maybe we went 5, and like, all right, 5's a little much. We're stressing ourselves out. I back down to 4. That's our happy medium. Let's rock there forever.
Yeah.
And go from there.
So yo, yesterday driving home, I had this random thought, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know when you have like you see celebrities, right? You know they don't just most of them don't just fucking born and be famous.
Mm-hmm.
So you had this one specific person, right? They have one job, right, where they interact with people often or wherever. But they have a next something that they do that's people demand to see them, now pay to go and see them.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yo, I was thinking like, but you don't see this person doing this as much. So it's like, you know, when you get to a certain status, like certain fame, level of fame, like you kind of had to limit yourself in a sense. Because after you establish, I guess, a following or, you know, a base,
Mm-hmm.
then at that point, you limit your exposure to the general public so that people can't just fucking walk up on you and be like, yo, I'm with this person or I could talk to this person. You want to see me, then you had to pay.
Yeah.
You know, and like, I'm not saying that that's how you're going to do this, but I guess after, like, if you watch, there's a pattern where, like you say, when people start, they're hungry, they're going hard. A video a day kind of thing. But then when they get more popular, they kind of taper back a little bit, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like twice a week and shit like that.
It can be a lot. It's a lot that goes into these things.
Yeah, it's a lot of
especially a lot of
production
energy coming
time.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was just, like, in terms of the fame I was talking about, I was saying, like, you know, eventually you're going to get to the point where, you know, you don't want to oversaturate
Your market.
the market, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, it's like, yo, like, I know for sure I have something there to go and touch or watch.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, all right, let's just, maybe I could wait a week, you know, or 3 days, 4 days to go and see what's happening. Because eventually people get fed up.
Yeah.
You know, they get tired.
Yeah. Just like you said, like if it becomes repetitive, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe we change up the atmosphere every once in a while. Maybe we go somewhere else and do the podcast, you know, just to mix it up.
Oh, that was a good segue into my next question.
Oh, okay.
Do you intend to travel with the podcast? Meaning, like, you want to have guests.
Mm-hmm.
What if a guest can't come? Would you take the podcast to them if it's I guess an interesting guest? So let's just say you want to switch up the vibe a bit. Maybe you do a podcast on the beach in Tobago.
Yeah. That would be dope. If it's feasible, hell yeah. Okay. I think that'd be awesome.
Because somebody might see this and be like, fuck you, I wish I could have come, but maybe they can't travel or, you know, whatever the case is.
Yeah. I have 2 people in mind, both cousins, actually. One's in Chicago, one's in Georgia, one's in the military, one's a dancer. Shout out to you guys, you know who you are. But I think it'll be
Chicago.
really cool. One's in Chicago.
That would have called Chirac.
That is Chirac.
So we had to go shopped up. I hope that's the one in the military.
Unfortunately, no.
Fuck.
Nah, but and they showed me around Chicago. It seemed I mean, we didn't go into like the crazy parts of Chicago.
They didn't go into Chirac.
We did not go into Chirac. No,
Yeah.
we stayed on the outskirts. We were on the other side of the border.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. Like if it's feasible, you could turn it into a thing, man. You could turn it into something
Once
cool.
a month.
Yeah.
Travel. Well, I mean, you traveling for work anyway, so you know, like if you could squeeze that in, you might, like I say, you might.
That would be cool.
You know, yeah. Yo, I'm in this town.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Florida for a week.
Yeah.
Could we pick a day, you know?
Yeah.
You might not know somebody personally, but it won't hurt to reach out, you know?
Yeah.
Set it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even if it's for 30 minutes, you have some type of content
Right.
that you can release, or even if you don't even release it, that's something you can sit on and learn from.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Release a few snippets on Instagram or wherever the case is.
Yeah, that would be dope. But you said you're talking about the travel thing. I've been traveling a lot lately. I thought when I first got into this job, I thought travel was just gonna be cake. You know, oh man, I'm young. I ain't got no girl. I ain't got no kids. I'm moving. Yeah, whatever. I'm free.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we say that you're not girly free. Y'all link up, ladies. Link up.
Nah, don't tell me down.
No fucking baby mama with 3 children looking for McDonald's for all of them, eh? None of fucking that.
Them not my kids. He said, "You sound silly."
None of that. Let them baby daddy buy them McDonald's.
Yeah. Fuck them kids. The kids.
Yeah, you see. You thought traveling would have be easy, but
yeah, man, yo, it's starting to take a toll on me. I'm not gonna lie. I think if I was able to do one specific thing, like the like KS, the guy we know who travels, but he only does that one specific thing, that'd be great. But it's always changing, right? It's always something different. Some sites that I go to need one thing, other sites need other things. If it was just one thing that I had to do, I don't think it'd be that bad. But with everything changing every week, which means you have to plan it differently each time, it's like, yo, it takes a lot of energy out of
yeah, well, you gotta think about
travel days.
You gotta think about it this way too. It's the beginning.
Yeah.
The beginning of everything is always hard.
Yeah. True.
If it was easy, everybody would be fucking doing it. You know. So right now, you gotta just you gotta build your plan and your schedule, build out how you're gonna do it. You know. So like by next year, when you had to go to that site again, it's a cakewalk.
Yeah.
You know, you'll be like, yes, man's fucking happy to go on a plane. He go and sit down, get his shoe shine. You know, that kind of way. Like, it's no stress, no anxiety, nothing.
Yeah.
But for now, the beginning is definitely going to be hard.
Yeah.
You know? But, you know, sometimes you had to take them hard days to get the easy days, you know?
Yep. I had a nice, it was difficult, but it was a rewarding day yesterday. Got an attaboy from my boss this morning. Hey, thanks for knocking that out for me. Calls me back 10 minutes later. He's like, I'm sorry, I gotta rip that little star off your little paper there, but you forgot to do your training. So, what the fuck? Like, he's just on me like, fuck, dude, I was doing so good. I fucked up again.
Yeah.
Nah, but he was cool about it. But yeah, no, it's definitely rough. You gotta find the right balance to get everything where it needs to be and go from there.
In terms of fucking balance, I don't have no balance at all.
Equilibrium's gone.
Yeah, like right now I feel like it's like they say 10 steps forward and 100 back.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, especially with life in general too, you know, like balancing life and work is a fucking, I don't know though, you gotta be a magician or you gotta be like, I don't know, that shit is hard.
Yeah, dude, speaking of that, I'm at work, right? You know, it recently had a death in the family and I took it kind of hard getting over it now. I was at work yesterday and you know,
we need Jamie to bring more drinks.
Good luck with that. He's probably sent a tater tot down and she ended up staying here with us. Yeah, but I was talking to this lady. This lady knows the situation. You know, I talked to her. She's very easy to talk to. I was telling her about it. She's like, hey, how's that person doing? I hadn't spoken to her in like 3 weeks because I've been traveling. 4, actually, at this point. And I was like, that person actually passed away. She's like, I knew it because you look like you are just up in the air right now. Dog, I swear, I thought I had the best poker face on in the building. I'm like, yo, I'm here smiling. I didn't want to be at work at all yesterday.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to be there. Like, I'm still not fully done
with
processing all that.
It's rough.
She was like, yeah, you look like you're up in the air. I was like, fuck. I guess I didn't do a good job of hiding that one, but I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, that balance, it's like I'm way off balance right now. It's really bad.
Yeah, it's be tough. And like you said, you know, the traveling, you know, it's like we said in the beginning, like you need time to talk, reflect. You need that time to really cause that's a simple thing as coming home from work a day. After you spend most of your day away from home, when you come home, at least you need time to fucking clear your mind before you start your day, you know, like start your day at home in a sense. Because, like, you know, I know you say you're by yourself, you have no kids or wherever, but you still need time for yourself. If you
Yeah.
can't do it for yourself, then how the fuck you gonna do it when you have a family or you know?
Yeah.
A simple thing like yo, your mother, you need to do something for your mother. How you gonna interact with them if you have, I guess, all the emotions or the stress from the day still fucking lingering, you know? Like you gotta be able to separate it, and you know it's
Yeah.
be hard.
I'll be sitting there thinking, like, the way I respond to the requests of my family,
Yeah.
if I was to respond to my wife that way, I don't think I'd be married for very long.
No way.
She'd be like, yo, I really make this motherfucker sick.
No, well, at least you know if you have a wife, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully she understand you.
I don't think she gonna understand
No,
that.
no. Understand why you responding so, but don't fucking harass me for me to answer like that now. Oh God, ease me the fuck up now.
There's gonna be no communication. Don't ask me to do shit.
No, dog. I just feel like that sometimes. Like
Sometimes I feel like that all the time. Don't ever ask me to do anything.
I think if I had a fucking boat, I would have sailed back to Tobago already, dog. Cause I'd be gone from this mother cunt. But
There's a fucking racist joke in there.
don't say nothing but no banana boat.
As long as I didn't say it.
But I don't even know where the banana boat thing come
I
from.
have no fucking idea. I thought it was like a Cuba thing.
But I was about to say, we had no fucking banana to export in Trinidad and Tobago. We have
pontoon.
we have sugar cane. We have a fucking banana to export.
Oh my goodness.
Banana,
Y'all have
nah.
bananas? You don't have bananas?
Nah, we have bananas, but not to
it's-
export.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But nah, yeah, finding balance is hard. Life is fucking, it gets fucking stressful
Yeah.
on a daily basis. Yeah, you need that time to really reflect, and like with you, your schedule. Yes, you're traveling, you're getting to see shit, but at the same time, it's like, you know, you need that time to really unwind, you know?
Yeah.
And it could be unwind every day from the task for that day, but, you know, there's a certain amount of time at your job to take off, right? Which is not even nowhere close to being enough. It's
Absolutely
like,
not.
how the fuck you want me to work for you all year, but you only give me 2 weeks? What the fuck I gonna do with that 2 weeks? Anyway, that's a topic for another fucking day.
Yeah, for sure.
This is our intro. But anyway, you have all of these things going on in your life, right? And, you know, everything is fast paced. Go, 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 go. That's why I was like, yo, if I see somebody trying to do something and break that kind of cycle, not saying it's going to keep you down the cycle, you know, you might be doing good, you could afford certain things, but it's all fucking material.
Yeah.
You might have fun with it like me for, you know, a month, 2 months, 3 months. And then it's like, yo, let me look for something else. And then you go and spend money on something else. But you might have, you know, it's good, you know, people that say don't chase material things, but you gotta find something that make you happy or, you know, have a little bit of fun. You gotta find that balance.
And it might not be the thing in terms of materials. It could just be how you interact with the thing. It's like oh, how could you waste all this money on cars? You know, it's not the car itself that I'm putting money into. I'm putting money into like pleasure,
Peace of mind.
Yeah. Like this is something that I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
So the money that you're thinking about is not going where you're thinking it's going.
Yeah.
It's going into me. It's just it's manifesting into this monstrous
This object.
300,000 horsepower vehicle that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
300,000
Yeah, I
horsepower.
said 300,000.
This is a rocket.
Fucking rocket.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
fucking
Elon Musk.
rocket.
That 100,000 horsepower piece of shit ain't got nothing on mine.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, you know, it's you need that. You need something, you know, to pour yourself into, right? I feel like the daily stresses of life are like if you're a jug or you're a bucket of water, everything is coming by with its cup and taking a piece out. Work takes its cup full out. Traffic takes its cup full out. Whatever other stresses, bills, the government, whatever. Everybody's just taking their chunk out. Where are you putting your water?
Yeah.
Like, they're taking their cut of your water, but you're not putting your water where you want it. Like, you're a pail. Put your water where you want your water to go. Want to put it on some fucking plants? Put it on some fucking plants.
So this is interesting that you said that
Mm.
you use we got an analogy
Yeah, sure.
because and this is a good thing about podcasts how people have different opinions. I would
Mhm.
be like, use the fucking bucket and everybody only pour in the fucking water. Eventually you overflow.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know, it's like everybody
That's-
just pour in the fucking water.
You gotta pour that water out somewhere.
You know,
that actually
and-
works much better than mine.
And then one day it go fucking rain too.
Yeah.
And when it rain, it pours. So it's like, you really need to like, find that balance. And sometimes like for me too, I had to learn to say no.
Yeah.
And
Still struggling with that shit.
yeah, I know. I know for a fact for you especially. But like, you gotta find that the balance obviously, like you said. And you gotta find that one thing. It could be 10 fucking things too, but with the more stuff you dabble in is the harder it is to master it. I'm not saying that everything you do you gotta fucking master it. You'll go crazy trying to do that. I have a friend, he's do 10 million fucking things and he wanna be the best at it.
Yeah, that's my problem.
And sometimes I feel like that too, but like let me take a good example, like my car, my fucking S14. It have a million things I probably could do to that car that I did to people cars before in my life. I never did to that car because I wanted to have more fun with that car than have it be a burden. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I want to be able to go in the fucking car, start it and drive it.
Yeah.
Not fucking work on it
Mm-hmm.
a lot. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So I never did anything crazy to it. And I guess that's where my past life or where my previous home or country that I lived in
Mm-hmm.
kind of teach me that lesson. Like you can have the best of the best or take fucking 10 years to build something and you can lose it the next fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
It have people work their whole life, all the savings to build a house, and then a hurricane come and fucking rip it apart. Earthquake,
Yeah.
So it's like, like you gotta enjoy your shit while you can. And if the pandemic wasn't a good example to show you like every day you had to live your life, because
Mhm.
tomorrow is not promised, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it mightn't be that you die, but you could be on fucking lockdown for a year plus.
2, 3.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep up.
And at that point, it's like, you're doing all this shit, you're working this hard, and what the fuck, you can have a big house, but who in the house with you? What the fuck you gonna do what you gonna do with the house? You can't lift the house up and take it somewhere else where you could go and do different stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you had to have something where you could enjoy for you. I think in life a lot of people do stuff for other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not like, oh, yo, come and help me change this wall or, change this tire or whatever the fuck it is. Like, you gotta do stuff for you now. Like, you might, me too, I'm guilty of this too. Like, you might fucking do something because you wanna get recognition from somebody else. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You're not doing it genuinely for you to be happy. You're
Mhm.
doing it just so you could fit in or same thing with the politics when I was talking about the politics. Like, people just want to be a part of a fucking team, pick a side.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, just be you. Like we all could be who we are. And sometimes it's hard to figure out who you are too, especially, when the majority of your life you've been living and doing things for other people.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to find who you are because you've been doing a lot of shit to please other people and to kind of live in their fucking likeness, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So it sometimes you really gotta like, sometimes you just gotta sit back and just like analyze the situation. I just overthink every fucking thing,
Mm-hmm.
which is a bad thing. It's not healthy.
It's not healthy, but
But
I
at the
think
same
more people
time,
do it than we realize.
yeah, like at the same time, it's like, yo, it's good to analyze the situation. Don't overthink it, but at least try to not over, but just think about it a little bit and see how different scenarios could play out.
Mhm.
But with the same breath, don't let it stop you from doing something, you know?
Mhm.
Like, let's just say for the podcast, this podcast that you started, right?
Mm.
Mention the name? Yeah, did you mention the name?
Unwelcome
you-
Bias podcast.
Right. This podcast you started, right? Let's just say you will fucking think about it for a year,
Mm.
right? But within that year, within the first 3 months, you buy all the equipment, but you didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Then fucking 3 months later, you fuck around a little bit, you didn't really do anything. Before you know the year done,
Yeah.
a year passed and you didn't really make, I wouldn't say you didn't make no progress, but you didn't do as much as you should have, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
For sure.
So it's like you gotta make the most of the time and, you know, like execute.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
You don't get beer. Still recording? Yo, bring two beer. Bring two Michelob. Yeah. We ain't even had to go for that much, but I just asking questions and just talking, you know.
Yeah,
it could be the stag talking too. I don't know, but
No, but it's funny that you give that example because that's kind of what happened with the podcast, right? So a little backstory, like we were saying before, we had a one of our friends that we were talking about this idea with as well, because we all worked together and we always had these crazy conversations that would last like 2 hours. Literally, it's the end of the day and we'll be talking and we just like stop talking. We look at our watches like, fuck, dude, it's like 4:45. We're supposed to leave like a half hour ago.
Yeah.
Like, shit. And we're like, yo, why don't we turn this into a podcast? But that's kind of like what you said. Like, you know, we kept thinking about the idea. And not to say that we were hesitant. We had other things going on, but we just didn't take that next step forward. So it's interesting that you said that.
yeah, and like for me too, right? Like I get a
Hell yeah.
I get a little bit I guess sucked into that little fucking zone where I would think about something for so long and not do it that I waste a lot of time just thinking about it, you know?
Dude, that's called, and I was thinking about getting this tattooed, but I came to my senses. It's called paralysis analysis. Wait, no.
Analysis paralysis.
That's what I said.
I don't know, I just say
No, it's analysis paralysis. I'm
Mm.
sorry, I said it backwards. Now that's the stag talking.
yeah. Stag, don't sponsor me, please. We ain't gonna function. No sponsor me, please.
Yeah, definitely. Please. Yeah, that's analysis paralysis. Like you think about something so much. You think about, and just like you said, I'm guilty of this as well. This stops me from doing a lot of shit that runs through my head. But it's also a benefit because it stops me from doing a lot of shit that goes through my head.
Yeah.
Right? So you think about something so much, and you're like, yo, this could be awesome. This could be great. But wait, what if this happens? Damn, it won't be great anymore. Fucking, I might fuck this up. If that fucks up, then I'm fuck that. Oh my god, it's gonna fuck my money up. That could cost me $20,000.
Yeah.
You know what, bro? I ain't even gonna do it. Nah, but damn, dude, I really want to do it. And you're just sitting there thinking about it the entire time. And you're like, sometimes you just gotta tell yourself, dude, shut the fuck up and do it.
Yeah.
Just
do it.
fucking do it.
No, yeah. So like a good example of that is like, you know, I had a couple business ventures I wanted to do this year, right? Even since long time I've been fucking talking about it. And, you know, certain things didn't materialize. I'd made certain steps to get in, you know, in closer proximity to the goal. But then I talked to one of our mutual friends and I hear about something that I had a little experience in before, and I was like, fuck it. Instead of thinking about it, I jump in.
Mm-hmm.
Like full 100 one time.
Yeah.
And no lie, it was fucking rough, you know, because of what it was, you know, lose one of the assets early on the first fucking, but it worked out it worked out in the end where, you know, it was stressful, yes, at one point, but, you know, sometimes we stress ourselves out with shit that didn't even happen yet.
Mm-hmm.
The what ifs is what is fuck up a good time.
Yeah.
You know, and Like right now, dog, like I wouldn't lie. Like if I didn't make that step, I wouldn't get the experience. So let's just say things didn't work out with the other two assets that we have now. Then and I decide to go like swing back and try it again. I have more experience. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like I have a different approach to it, and people could tell you certain things and show you certain things, but it's not gonna teach you as much as if you get into it yourself and learn for yourself.
Yeah.
And that's how I learn, by experience,
Mhm.
mostly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it has a better effect on me when I learn by doing it myself. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
So like right now, like I tell you, that shit that coming up, that's a big ticket. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I could have missed out on that.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like a fucking $1 million, but it's not $1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's extra that I wouldn't have unless I made that jump. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's all a learning experience. Like the way I look at it is like, you know, you could finance something and you could lose it.
Mm-hmm.
But you could also pay more than that to go to school and not get a fucking job in that field.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and that is a learning experience. You're going to school to learn. See, if you can't pay 20,000 to learn or, you know, figure out a fucking process
Mm-hmm.
with something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you just got to be willing to take the risk. And I think in this country is a good place to take risks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of avenues you could go down to recover.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. The country, as crappily as people think, you know, they just leave you out to dry. There are many different ways for you to bounce back from significant hardships
Yeah.
that you place on yourselves. But yeah, it's definitely a one step at a time process. I'm still working on believing in stuff like that, like believing in that way of thinking about it, like just take the first step kind of thing. I'm doing a little better at it, but sometimes, like, I'm just not gonna get in the pool. Like, and there are other times where I'm like, you know what, like, all right, you know how like the old joke about the kids need to learn how to swim, so the dad just pushes them in the pool. If they weren't gonna learn how to swim, if you didn't put them in the fucking pool, that's step one. You got to get in the pool. I can't teach you how to swim if you're not in the pool.
Yeah,
that's why
yeah.
I push you in the pool, right? And there's other things behind that specifically, but like still, you have to do that. Sometimes I need to be pushed in the pool. Sometimes I just won't get in the pool, and there are other times where I will push myself into the pool.
Yeah.
I need to start pushing myself into the pool more, or just
More
throwing
often.
myself
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
pool. I
yeah.
should say I need to throw myself in there more. Sometimes I just say, you know what, dude, screw it, and some great things have come out of it.
Yeah.
Especially times where I was scared to do it. I felt embarrassed. I felt like I didn't belong there. Fuck that, dude. Just go. Just
Yeah.
go. Even if I've done things, I felt awkward throughout the entire process, and at the end of it, someone said something that made all that awkwardness irrelevant.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
dude, I was awkward for no reason that whole time. I'm sitting there thinking, fuck, these people think I'm an outsider. They can see right through me. I've never done this before. I've never been here before, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, like, yo, dude, you actually did a really good job, man. I was pretty dope. How long you say you were doing this? This motherfucker really believes I was doing this for that long.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
holy shit, like, wait a minute. Nah. I mean, it kind of soups your head up, but it also
Yeah.
kind of brings you back down to earth. Like, dude, everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah.
You never know. You might actually be pretty fucking good at it. So just try it. And even if you suck at it, hey, you suck. Another thing I had to learn is that people don't remember you. I'm still working on this one. I think this is the best piece of advice that I can give myself. People don't remember you. I have this.
So what do you remember?
I don't want to say they don't remember you, but I'm talking about like in day-to-day interactions. Like it's something small that some people probably don't think about. I'm one of those people that obsesses over things like this.
Nah, I just remember.
Yeah, you son of a bitch. Don't remember nothing. No, but like
Might not remember right away, but I just remember. I might dream it 2 days later after you tell me, yo, you remember this?
It's a dream, yeah.
Yo, you remember when we did do this? I'll be like, no, I can't fucking remember that. And 2 days later, I'll be like, oh, fuck, yo, no, I know what the fuck he was talking
Whole
about.
conversation's over. Fuck it, forget it. We don't worry about it anymore.
Nah, well, yeah.
Nah,
people
but
don't
yeah,
remember
people don't remember you in day-to-day interactions. I end up being so focused on how I interact with every person throughout the day. And then if you kind of sit back and analyze it, they don't fucking remember that. It was something so insignificant to like, you know, like, all right, it's that joke, like it's a meme or whatever now. Like, all right, me and my social awkwardness where someone says, hey, have a good day. And your response is, good, how are you? It's like you already had that, you know, set response.
Yeah.
And it didn't match up. So now you're in this awkward ass fucking situation. That person heard your stupid ass response, laughed in their head, and kept it fucking moving.
Yeah.
They do not remember. If you go out to them the next day and you say, hey, I'm that guy that said, good, how are you to your good morning, whatever. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't remember that. Like, it's insignificant.
So that's a big thing for me. I'm very awkward with that because I'm not I won't say a social person, but like the way people greet each other here is different, you know?
Good night.
Yeah. Good night, folks.
You should have said that an hour ago.
Yeah. So you know, it's a bit awkward for me. So it have times where I would say some dumb shit and I'd be like, "What the fuck did you say that, you dummy? Why the fuck would you say that to them?" Like, you know, you didn't even listen to what they say. Like, there was like, "How was your day today?" Or "How was the day going?" It would be like, "Good morning." No, I didn't ask you, you know, I didn't say good morning. I'm asking you how you doing. You know, just shit like that is be awkward.
Yeah.
But back to, let me rewind a bit. You see that way it was saying where people don't remember you and you just do certain things or wherever because you're kind of trying to stand out now.
Yeah.
That is a part of your, I guess, I don't want to say the way you think or the psychology of you as a person, right? Where you want to do things to please people.
Yeah.
Right? And remember I was saying earlier where you got to do stuff for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you live your life mostly doing shit to please other people.
Yeah. And
I'm saying this because I'm referring to myself. You know, like I'm guilty of that. Where you try to do everything to kind of fit in or, you know, please the other person. For me in general, like I said, like they might say something and no, just hanging out with you, you might say like, oh, they might say like, how's it going? And be like, oh, living the dream.
Yeah.
That is something I would have never fucking
responses.
say. Right? But no, I might be like that, you know, because you say that. I learned that from you. That's like a good answer. Or to be like,
it's a
yo.
generic response. It makes them chuckle a little bit, even though they've heard it 1,000 times. And it keeps it moving.
Or they're like, yo, like, how's it going? I'll be like, yo, it's going. I don't know how, but it's fucking going. Like, before I would have be like,
these are the things that the middle-aged man says to another middle-aged man. It's just life in America. That's what I
would have be like, yo, everything just cool, you know. We, you know, taking it one day at a time. They'll be like, what the fuck did you just say? What are you talking about? First of all, I didn't even understand what you say. Like, what are you like, are you talking English right now? Oh, so man. Just to keep it cordial, I'll be like, yo, you know, it's going, but I don't know, it's going.
We're like, cool, scene.
Yeah, like, you know, like, no, before that's how I used to be, but no, because I'm trying not to say things to make them feel comfortable and make myself feel uncomfortable. I'm not trying to fit in or make you feel better. I'll be like, everything just cool. I'll be like, cool scene. You know what I'm saying? They might know what the fuck I say, but I know what I say. I feel good about what I just say to you.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't understand, come back and ask me what the fuck I say. You know what I'm saying? But that goes to the point of doing stuff not for other people, like you're doing this for them, like a favor, but you're doing it to kind of like please them. You know what I'm saying? So with that, like, I get what you're saying. Yeah. You know, like, you gotta do more for you. Mm-hmm. And I think so that could get kind of fucking crazy too. What, you know, especially now, like, we live in a time, this is my opinion. This is just a fucking opinion. Don't come for me. Like,
cancel.
Cancel before you even make it, dog.
Episode 1.
They're canceling you, dog. But yeah.
Stag sues you. us.
We don't want to be affiliated with that fucking moron. No, you know, I don't even know what the fuck I was going to say. Fuck, man.
You said, we got. This is just your opinion.
Yeah, this is my opinion, right? Like, fuck, I can't. Anyway, we'll come back to that. The fucking stag dog. I'm gonna take a drink for that.
Yeah, man. It's a lot. Any other questions?
Any other questions? I guess, who are you considering or anticipating to be your first guest? What would you like to, I guess, who would you want to question?
Okay.
I'm not gonna say if you could pick anybody, cause like you say, you're a realist, so we ain't talking no fucking figment of your imagination kind of fucking thing. Like, you know, you have a buddy you might want to talk to, like, yo,
1998, Halle Berry, holla at me.
1998, how old I was then? I just trying to see if I did know she them time now.
That was... So that James Bond came out probably like 02,
Oh, James
03.
Bond?
That was like
Yeah.
02, 03. Maybe a little later. Actually.
Yeah, them time she was calling me plenty.
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
calling me real plenty them
my-
time.
Dude, so there's a movie. It's called Bullworth. All right, so
What?
Bullworth.
Bullwood?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's called Bullworth. It's Halle Berry. I can't remember the other guy's name, but it's about this senator. He's running up for re-election, and he gets tangled up with Halle Berry. Halle Berry's a girl from like South Central LA or whatever, and
She's a hoe.
Nah, she's not
Oh.
a hoe, but she treats him how to like. She treats him like respectfully. She doesn't treat him like a senator. She just treats him like a normal person, and she also teaches him how to have fun, like just kind of let loose. He ends up falling in love with her. I'm not gonna spoil the rest of it because it's a good movie, but it's one scene in it where she takes him to a dance club. Halle Berry's got on this fucking what is it called, like belly button, like a crop top or whatever it is, a crop top, you know, them loose jeans that were in style back then.
Side boobs.
Nah, no, it wasn't. Because I think it was like it covered. I don't even remember. All I remember is Halle Berry dancing on the floor, fucking gyrating and just wiggling her tongue. I shit you not, that was the spark of puberty for me. That shit's where it all started. I can go back
Hold
to
on
the
now, man.
moment. Oh my god, that shit was sexy as hell. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
And that was 1998.
I think it's either 98 or 99, dude. I was.
Dog, I can't.
I was 6 or
don't-
7 years old. I
I
was in the
don't
hospital
remember
a lot.
what the fuck she looked like then.
Oh my, I remember that. So I was in the hospital a lot, and it was VHS tapes times. So whenever I go to the hospital, my mother make me like a little care package of all my favorite VHSs. You just watch them and just fucking be in the hospital.
But
do your
listen,
thing.
this mother could say he's 7-8 years, and he watching Bullwood.
What you want me to tell you,
First
man?
of all, in my country, if it have bull in it, you know watching it at all. If it say bull,
The
no,
guy's name was
no,
Senator Bullworth.
no.
Your mother's like, no. You can't
Bull-
watch that.
No bull, nothing. Bull, nothing.
Not in this house.
And then you're talking about Halle Berry gyrated. No.
Oh my
7-8. Go and watch
Folks.
Mickey Mouse, Tom and Jerry, or fucking Sonic or something. No.
Folks, please go watch the movie Bullworth and pay attention to the scene where they're in the nightclub. You'll get what I'm saying. All the fellas out there, you'll definitely understand what I'm saying. But oh my god,
Dog, the way.
you sound like a frustrated this motherfucker.
But anyway, what the question was here? Who you thinking about for you? Like, who would you want to? I'm not saying like pick anybody in the world.
No,
but
I know what you mean.
anybody
Of
within your
our list.
circle
Yeah.
that you could, you think that would be willing to chop it up.
Yeah, so, all right, so, because before you said interview. So, interview and chopping it up are two different things, or at least in my head it is.
Well, I don't want to say interview because interview doesn't last for an hour.
Yeah, and I want to get into that person's, what they got going on, but I also want it to be a free-flowing conversation as well. So we
Yeah.
spend some time talking about, America, this is this person coming on, tell us about yourself, blah, 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 and then we start free-flowing with the convo.
Don't say America.
The world, you're right. Right,
Yeah.
fair enough. We going bigger than that.
Because we definitely going to have some
Definitely
people in
gonna be
Trinidad and Tobago watching now.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do a Zoom call for somebody from Trinidad too, you know?
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
Nah, but yeah, who you thinking?
All right. So I think a person to just bust it up with, we gotta have Chris on. Sorry, Chris. I was letting you take control of that. Whoever you want, get. But if Chris, if we're gonna have a guest on, it's gotta be Chris. Chris has to start it off.
Yeah.
After that, we can go by anybody's availability. Because Chris already fits the formula. Chris already knows the formula.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause we've done it many times before. We just didn't record it.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why I think Chris has to be the first person to come through. Chris, stop fucking around. Get your shit together. Turn your phone off after 4 o'clock. And you wouldn't be in this situation.
Don't do me that.
Your work phone, not your private. Yeah, I think Chris has to go first. After that, man, anybody, man. I want to try to keep the guests not the same person too often.
What do you mean same person in terms of personality and...
No, same person specifically. I don't want to have...
So you're saying I'm not going to be here next week? What the fuck?
And you're gone. Nah, but the same guests, like back to back to back to back, just because we can't find anybody else. Like, dude, we've spoken to you, you know, let's let it breathe for a second. Me and you will do one by ourselves. Then maybe he'll come back or something like that. I just want to keep it mixed up. Like,
Yeah.
And go from there. But yeah, I think Chris got to be the first one.
All right. Sounds good.
Kev
But definitely let him know.
Yeah.
Kev is going to be an interesting individual.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Meaning, you know, he's deep into these shits we be getting into, but he just don't talk about it. But he just be watching it, listening, and talking about it with himself.
You better open your fucking mouth, bro. You coming up here, you better say something, cuz.
You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, all right. So, we'll work on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, scheduling is, like I said, is the most important thing. Even if we had to, like, you know, call in, I would prefer in person for that, at least with Chris, because of, you know, the interaction we had before with, you know, before we started recording, you know, when we just used to chop it up at work and shit, you know, but we'll work on that for sure.
Bet.
And then I guess if you had to pick somebody not in the world but somebody locally that might not be somebody you know, but somebody local that you think will be a real good person, you want to like ask some questions.
So, as an example, it's not who I pick, but let's just say, like,
Can be wherever, automotive, entertainment, business.
Okay, all right, cool. So
whoever.
I was gonna say like fucking former Governor Cuomo. Like, does that fall into that category or?
Nah.
That's too high.
Yeah, but
Okay.
when I say local, I mean like within the vicinity of where you live, or somebody you might know a mutual person of, like a mutual friend of, but you don't really interact with them. But you know, if you really work hard, they could get them to come and chop it up.
That's a good one. I never thought about that because I only thought about what was in front of me.
Yeah, I think you should really focus on, like, I wouldn't say focus, but at least, you know, be open to the higher hanging fruits, as they say at work, you know. The low hanging fruits would be like Chris, Kevin, Maverick, you know, these folks. But like, if it's somebody you might know that knows somebody that you'd be like, yo, I really would like to ask, even if it's like 10 fucking questions, like you say, just ask them those 10 questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'd have to
do a rain check.
Yeah, rain check on that one. I can't think of anybody that I know in passing right now, if that makes sense. Call it the Stag and the Michelob Ultra, but I can't think of people who know people, if that makes sense.
Even if it's not somebody that you know. Just somebody in Jersey, like, you never know.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody.
Okay.
All right, so I have this love-hate relationship with Jersey. I was born and raised here, and I fucking hate this place. So
me too.
Everybody that I know is everybody that I need to know from Jersey. I don't need to know or talk to anybody else from this fucking place. And the crazy part is, I think most of New Jersey's like that. Nobody wants to fucking talk to anybody. the fuck out my face. That's part of what New Jersey is. That should be a slogan underneath. New Jersey. Welcome to New Jersey. Get the fuck out my face. That's what it should say.
We definitely putting that on a shirt. You could link us for that for sure. I know a guy.
Yeah.
I know a guy that does shirts.
I know a guy too. Ames.
But we putting that on a fucking shirt. Maybe a mug too. I know somebody that does mugs too. We so we definitely gotta come up with some type of merch too.
Yeah, that'll come for
It doesn't even have to be, to make money, but publicity.
Yeah,
for
sure. And
these little ideas could come out and it could really push, you could say marketing, but just to somebody might have that shit and be like, yo, where the fuck you get that shit? Oh, these fellas just do a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want one of them shit and then be like, yo, I'm gonna see what the fuck they're talking about.
You know what I'm really getting into? QR codes. I want a QR code everything and send them all right the fuck to us.
If you're really into QR codes, I want you fucking do a QR code. Somebody scan it and they go straight to YouTube and see the dancing with Halle Berry and the Bullworth.
I knew it! I fucking knew it! I knew that's what you because that's exactly what I want to do.
If you're really into the QR codes, then do that and then we could talk after.
Dude, I'll probably make that QR code for myself. Whenever I'm having a bad day, just scan that shit straight to Halle Berry.
No, yeah, like you see that day when we was talking on the phone, and
I'm gonna show you that shit offline. As soon as we done, I'm gonna show you that.
Yeah, you was telling me to get the QR code to scan, to show people how to use certain things on the cards.
Yeah.
So it's easier, they go straight to the video. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into that. After you do the one for Halle Berry, then we will work. You'll help me with mine.
Bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, so you say Chris first. You had to do a rain check on, maybe. All right, let me change that up because I don't like leaving questions unanswered.
Yeah.
If you had to pick like a top tier person, somebody who you think is gonna be hard to schedule, but you would really work hard to make that happen.
Oh,
could even be your father too, cause man's
he ain't doing shit. Respectfully, sir.
Hey, watch that dog. I was stop him right there for you, dog. Slap him right now.
He owe me money. It's weird. All right. He's a New Jersey native.
Life is weird.
Yes, it is. He's a New Jersey native. I really want to have a conversation with Redman.
I feel like we can make that happen.
I think we could make that happen. That's a good one.
Dog, but you know what?
If we get to know the right people, I know Redman, he can be a little exclusive sometimes, but he's a down-to-earth kind of guy. He just ain't all up out in...
Dog, remember when we used to go to the gym?
And see that motherfucker in the gym. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, I feel like we could make that happen.
Dog, imagine I used to see that motherfucker in fucking Nog in the park. He used to be in the park.
He's still in Weequahic Park, right? He always in Weequahic Park.
Dog,
that motherfucker's from the hood. He ain't never leaving. Shout out to Redman, yeah.
You live close by. You could just fucking swing by and be like, yo.
Catch him slipping one day.
Yo, you want to do a podcast? Just want to chop it up a bit. Alright, cool. Next day. Ask him again.
See, you went in that same place. Sure be awful if somebody came by and fucking blew the back of your fucking knee out with a baseball bat.
I am not here, okay? I am not here.
Here's the information, the time and location. Just be fucking ready.
Yeah, that would be dope. I mean,
we can send a car for you.
Yo, man's might be down.
He might be. That would be dope. That would be really dope to talk to him. Always a big Redman fan. Him and Method Man.
Yeah. I won't say I'm a fan like that, but I definitely admire I guess it worked now, the transition music to movies and then fucking being in America and then seeing man's right next
there.
to us fucking exercise. It's just normal in the gym. And then working in Honda and then seeing man's in the park just chilling normal with everybody exercising.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yep.
It's I guess it's interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that'll be the person.
All right, cool.
Yeah, can't think of anybody else.
Now we'll definitely start to think about stuff like that. You know, like even like that. That's something you will have to work towards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But don't. I same thing I tell Kevin and shit. Like yo, don't sell yourself short. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Don't feel like you can't do it. If you tell yourself you can't, then you will believe you can't.
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking, believe like yo, one day you're gonna do it. You know, you might not know how now, but just think of ways to get it done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Use your fucking imagination.
Ooh.
You know?
That's one thing I got a fucking lot of.
Yeah, use your imagination. Even if you had to go and fucking, take mad fucking protein shakes and bulk up and go exercise, be like, yo,
I just got a stupid ass idea.
just fucking, link up with mans and the worst he could say is no, but how much fucking times he go say no? You know what I'm saying?
You tell them, yo, bro, I'm gonna be here every fucking day.
Yeah.
So you gonna say yes eventually. You might as well say it now.
Be like, yo, you could say no today, but what the fuck you gonna say in the next 10 days? When I
to
come
you.
here every fucking day.
Yeah. I come to you. I can set up everything about you. We can do it in the park. You ain't even gotta do
Motherfucker, I'm gonna bring the table here and we do it right here. You can exercise. I'll strap a fucking wireless mic on you. You talk wherever.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Like just, you gotta be determined and, don't give up.
Yeah.
If that's what you wanna do, we can work on that. You might know somebody who's be in that park that's exercise with him.
It's possible.
You know?
Yep.
Don't sell yourself short.
Noted.
Work on that. But I think that's all the questions I have for now.
Awesome.
This was basically an introduction
Mm-hmm.
into why we here
Yeah.
today or tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Why we here, how we end up behind this table talking or whatever.
These mics in our face. Yeah.
Pausing it.
Pause.
But yeah, I think moving forward, it's definitely gonna get interesting.
I hope so.
We definitely gotta work towards keeping it very interactive, meaning like, we can't be fucking like Sleepy Joe. You know what I'm saying?
Corn pop.
Yeah.
I fell over in my chair. My foot got caught.
Yeah, we gotta keep it interactive. We gotta like make sure we're not losing the momentum. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like keep it interesting and definitely work on getting, some people in, chop it up, improve the settings a bit too.
Yeah.
You know?
I should hope our once we develop on our fan base will keep us honest. And definitely feel free to interact with us through whatever social media site you find us on, if that is possible. Actually, I don't think that's possible unless you're on YouTube. We also have a email account, unwelcomebiased, at gmail.com. And we're probably going to get a second one as well. We will release that one once we get that. But yeah, for now, that's just ways that they can interact with us as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, we fucking talk. How long we talking now?
It's been about an hour and 35 minutes, my G.
An hour and 35 minutes, dog. And I ain't even ask you what is your name. You ain't even say what is your name. I ain't say what is my name. We just probably going to leave it as anonymous. For now.
That is exactly what you don't do. Folks,
call me, yo, you see the fella on the right? And he's the fella on the left. You see the one with the dreads? And the one with the bald head. Rastaman and bald head.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Would you please say that again?
say it again!
See, hush your mother, cunt there.
I'm sorry, because you said that stupid shit again.
No, but yeah, we get all this way and we ain't even say who we is, know.
Yeah, nah. I mean, we're going to cover that in the introduction anyway. We'll have an introduction episode for that for sure. But, Just to put it out there, just call me Skip. My name is Skip.
My name is Amory.
Yeah.
You can call me Ames.
Yes.
Because Ames might be easier because people hear Amory and they'll be like, yo, is he seen Avery? Who the fuck is Avery?
A Marie.
Yeah, Amory. She just sing, dog. I'm not a she. You know what I'm saying? I don't identify as a she.
She sings, man. Not Amy.
Nah, but my name is Amory and this is my boy Skip. And yeah, this is Unwelcomed Bias. You know? It's a podcast. Just some homies chopping it up.
Yep. I'm welcome back. I'm welcome biased.
No, nothing too serious.
Yeah, we want to keep it light, ladies and gentlemen. We're not trying to change the world here. We're just trying to talk.
But if we could change it, that would be good. Because you know, right now the world going mad. So
yeah, if we could save that for sure. Vote for
I didn't say save. I said change.
True. All right. Well, vote for me for president when we do that. I got some ideas.
I don't want to save nobody. I need to save myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. We definitely gonna, try to get some people on, talk, get some conversations out. If anybody have any ideas or any topics they would like to talk about, or any specific sectors they would want us to get somebody from, and ask some questions, send some questions in, some ideas, check it out on Instagram. We have a page on Instagram. You can send a message. Even if you yourself want to come on and, maybe you just want to get your message out, this might not be the biggest platform to get your message out, but, you got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? This could be the one.
Like us.
Could be the one. So don't hesitate to reach out, say something. If you know somebody interested in talking about an experience or a business or a situation, don't hesitate to reach out,
Yeah, definitely. Thank you guys for listening for this long, and we'll have many more episodes coming up soon.
If you didn't listen this long and you missed this end part, it's all good because we talk real long. But, we appreciate the little bit of time and the, just lending us your ears, I guess, for a bit. All right. And on that note,
we out, bitches.